Hello. Welcome to the Pitchy podcast. We are your hosts, James
and Stephanie.
Here on the Pitchy podcast, we are passionate about good music and a great vocal. We will always use the vehicle of NBC's The Voice to give you our feedback on each contestant. We'll give you our feedback on their voice and their overall performance. Here on the Pitchy podcast, we'll always keep it 100 with our feedback and critiques of each contestant's performance and overall vocal, but what we're never here to do is come for anyone's character or any contestant as a human being. While we may come off a little pitchy.
James came to sing today, yo.
If you know what I mean, we'll always do our best to speak our truths with love, kindness, and respect. Well, Stephanie, here we are.
We
have made it to the lives, and like we knew was going to happen, we knew this time was coming. We're just going to jump right in. I'm not going to give anything away because we got so much to talk about. All I'm saying is we knew this time was coming. And let's go to our first contestant because there's too much to talk about. We just knew this time was coming, and we'll leave you all at that.
Yes. So
let's go.
Our first contestant was from Team Reba, Miss Jacquie Roar, and she sang Wildflowers and Wild Horses by Lainey Wilson.
Now, I was not familiar with this song. From what I understand and from what we learned, this is a now song that is on the charts now. So I'm really glad that Jacquie took that risk because that could go either way when we talk about songs that are being played on the radio as we speak.
Right.
So I was very excited to hear Jacquie do this. The thing that I took note upon with this performance, Stephanie, was what Reba said to her in the rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Jacquie, we're losing your words. And then I thought that was a very weird comment because Jacquie, to me, has always been one of the storytellers of this season. And what made Jacquie so special to me is that she told the story with the lyrics that she interpreted, but also with the voice.
Right.
And I 100% agree with Reba's comment because I think you also get into a little trouble when you have a new song that a lot of people don't know if you're not familiar with the genre that Jacquie was singing. Because I know Stephanie and I really try to look for the lyrics in the song.
Yeah.
And let me just say this, Miss Roar. You are one of the greatest singers on this show. This season, previous seasons. I'm going to start with that. Jacquie, your voice always gives us beginning, middle, end. Your voice always tells a story.
Right.
But I am going to have to, for the first time, and it hurts me to say this because you're one of my favorite singers on this show. It hurts me to say this, but I really did lose the lyrics on the first verse. I thought you clicked in with the chorus. Back half of the song was spectacular. You did the Jacquie Roar thing. You roared. And I thought that your voice is so strong in telling the story. You could just do it on la, 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 and I'd get the story of the song.
Right.
But I lost the lyrics, and that was a struggle for me for the first time with Jacquie. But I by no means think she ain't going nowhere because she's that good of a singer, and she sang it down.
Yeah.
I just struggled because I lost the lyrics on a song that I don't know. If it was a song that I knew, I would have been like, yo, that was fair. That was ridiculous. But that was for me. But Jacquie, I thought you sang it down, girl. Stephanie?
That is a really interesting note, and I agree with you. And I think that context of a song makes a difference. And there will be another song I'll share why context made a difference, not for my opinion, but my husband's opinion of the song,
Uh-huh.
that I was a little not happy that he was not familiar with, but the context of it mattered. So you're absolutely right. The context matters, and we tend to forgive or not pay attention to articulation of lyric when we already know it. But when we
Right.
don't, it is important,
Right.
and it is important. Yes, and it is important when we see that artist as a storyteller. In order to tell a story, we have to hear the story.
Correct.
So because Reba did make that note, and because I was not familiar with the song, I too was paying more attention to the lyrics. And yes, you're right. At the beginning, that first verse, I did lose some of it. By the back, I got them all. Like I could fill in the blanks and I could hear the
Sure.
story. Again, like you said, beginning, middle, and end. What I thought was interesting about the song is that it started at a tempo, but then after like a minute or so, it went into a quicker tempo.
What
And I'm
Jackie
like,
does.
okay, super difficult because we all know that up tempos, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, up tempos are trickier to sing as far as
Way,
breathing
way
goes and
more.
as far as your performance quality, because you can't just stand there for a up-tempo song. You have to perform in some way, whether it's movement, whether it's your body, you have to move. And that takes breath, and that takes an incredible talent of a performer to be able to pull that off without the vocal suffering. And her vocal did not suffer at all
Never.
for all of the performance that she was doing. She never lost pitch. She got down on her knee, like she was doing all the things, and she never lost her pitch. It was so incredible. Again, lungs of steel.
Yeah.
It's like what? Like her breathing apparatus is phenomenal. And you know, I was reminding my husband and reminding myself, we're live tonight. There's no like this is them. And a
You're
little
one shot.
you get one shot and a little foreshadowing. I was blown away even more because what we were seeing from these artists was Live, and they delivered.
Yeah.
Jackie delivered. We also have to remember too, this is a TV show, right? So I always pay attention to who they put up top and who they close the show with, because they know what these artists are singing and they've
Right.
seen their performances. So they are going to align them in a
You gotta-
way.
I would say you got to grab them and you got to remind them.
Absolutely perfect. And that's exactly what they did with this show. Ooh, so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to find out tonight the results. But I firmly believe I don't think Jackie going anywhere.
I would agree.
And she's one I look forward to week in and week out to see what she's going to do, because I know
Yes.
she's always going to deliver.
That's right.
Okay, great. Next, who do we have? Oh, wow.
Next
Oh, my goodness.
was from Team Niall. It was Nini Iris. And at first they said the artist that she was singing, The Cure. Now I'm like, my mind is going. My mind is going. I'm
Right.
like, oh, I know a Cure song. Wait, what song? It was Love Song.
It was Love
which
Song.
is one of my favorite songs. One of my favorites.
And this song has been done a lot through competition shows.
Yes.
First of all, Miss Nini, congratulations on your citizenship. Congratulations.
Yes.
She's like, look, I took the test.
She said, I
you
got
know,
all them answers right.
I said, congratulations, sis.
Yes.
I said, I think it was, I'm not sure who gave it to her, if Chance, the rapper, gave her this advice. But,
which let's just say,
Sure.
Chance was our mega mentor for these live, at least
well,
this
I'm
live
losing
show.
my mind because we also found out last night that Chance and John are going to be in the same season. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do next season. That's just going to be crazy.
Yes.
I said, I think it was Chance that gave Nini the advice of sing the first verse straight. Right?
Yes.
He said, sing the first verse straight, because we know what Nini can do.
Yes.
And then let him have it. And Nini took that note Nini, Nini had like the Omar effect. Like she was like ascending to heaven. Like she was on this platform, y'all. If you hadn't seen it, like she was like looking down on everybody. Like she was surveying all the land that she owned, right?
Yes.
I loved what Nini did. She does this flip in her voice. This flip to her head voice that is just so amazingly executed. And her vibrato is I could listen to her vibrato all day long. I said in her runs, I said no one, maybe one other person this season, and we'll get to that person, has as much control of their instrument that Nini has.
Yeah.
It is 100%. She knows where she's going. She knows where she's been. She knows what the voice can do. Mm-hmm. She knows when to tastefully throw her tricks at you.
Yeah.
It's just a complete performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, she's so in control of every aspect of her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Nini's ready. Nini's it, y'all. She's ready.
Yeah.
Put her out now.
Yes.
She's that ridiculous of a singer. Stephanie?
Yes. Okay, so they get to Nini after the whole B-roll and with John and Chance or whatever. And like you said, Miss Nini is up on a platform with stringed instruments surrounding her. I said, okay, that budget then came through from NBC's The Voice. Because this is the first live show, y'all. I've never remembered, and we will see this again, like, as the show continues. Like, the sets and the staging that they had were fantastic. It felt finale worthy what they were doing last night.
Everyone's performance felt finale worthy.
Yes, it was so cool to see. And hopefully a great foreshadowing for the next live episodes that we're going to get. Nini. It felt epic.
Yeah.
That's the first word I wrote. Like, it just felt epic. The staging, the lighting, the strings, her look, her voice. That first verse was so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then she went into that chorus and it was all full voice. And it was so powerful. It was so powerful. The thing that I love about Nini's voice, along with the flips, along with the vibrato, is the rawness of her voice. Like, there is a raw quality to her voice. There's grit, there's power. It felt like she was singing for her life in the best way. It didn't feel desperate, but it just felt passionate. I felt like in this performance, she was able to show mostly every part of her voice. Yeah. And it just felt epic. It was like what we've talked about before, like those Bond song moments. Like, it just felt so big, and she felt so right for the moment. Like you said, she's it. She's ready. It was phenomenal.
She sang inspired. If you all go back to the B-reel, she was singing this song to her family back in her motherland, right? That's like, if you take context of this song, of Love Song,
I'm about to go.
The context that she sang it in, I saw it. I literally saw it. I got choked up because I was like,
God, I'm there. I didn't even.
Point of you saying she was singing for her life, she was singing for her family's life. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm so glad I did not. And they were very clear about saying that. She was very clear in that messaging. I think that I was just so overwhelmed by the performance itself that I didn't even tie that meaning on it. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to stop right here and just say to all of y'all, I'm going to be losing my mind this entire episode. And I lost my mind this entire episode. I was running corners of my house, literally. Falling out of chairs, literally. My husband thought something was wrong with me, but he knows me well enough to know, like, at this point, that there's just something wrong with me. And here's what's wrong with me. I love music the way some of y'all love football. Y'all know how y'all be hooting and hollering in your living rooms about a good pass, a good play, a good block. That's how I hoot and holler about good song choice, good staging, good performance, and good vocal.
Good vocal.
Oh my God, it does something to me. And I was so appreciative last night of what we got to witness because all 12 of y'all delivered. Like it was just phenomenal music. So if I'm amped this morning, if I'm amped on this episode 93, this is why, because they were live and we got to see that all the talent we knew that they had, it was proven last night. So Nini, fantastic.
Again, I used the Carson Daly barometer.
Yes.
Y'all were getting Carson Daly happy, y'all.
Listen.
Like, y'all were getting Carson happy. And Carson, like, progressively was like, he's like, yo, what's going on tonight?
He was losing it. He was low-key. Carson was low-key losing it. Absolutely.
He was. Awesome job, Nini.
Awesome.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Who's next?
Listen, this is the first time I ran. This is the first time I ran my house. It was from Team Gwen, Cara Tenae. Lord, when they said the song title, it literally sent me to the corner of my room, to the corner of my house.
Stephanie's wheelhouse music, y'all.
She sang Love by Keyshia Cole.
You know, full disclosure, you all, I did not like this song when it first came out.
Ooh.
But Stephanie, had words for me when I told her that.
I had strong words for James.
Said, but it's interesting. The song grew on me more and more. The more I heard actually other people sing it, like Candace Boyd, I heard singing on the Terrell Show with Stevie Mackey.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, and then Cara Tenae. Here's the thing, y'all, about Keyshia Cole. Keyshia Cole kind of like Mary J. Blige passed the torch, right?
Yes.
For Keyshia to continue it to go with a certain genre, like a more urban R&B type of singing.
Yes.
More street, a little bit more like a tough, a little bit tougher R&B singing.
Yeah.
And that's the context of this song. One of the things that I wrote, the first thing I said, I sat up in my seat when she did the first love, like the way she sang, the way Cara Tenae's voice opens up on the word love, like it was bright, it was brilliant, it was classy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I said in the band, this arrangement was everything. Everything. That band, they were in.
Did you see, I'm sorry to interrupt, did you see the guy behind her on the keyboard with the jacket on grooving? Like he was almost.
I think they had other bands. They had new, because I've never seen him before. They had new band people.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yes.
Or last night.
Yes.
I said, you know what? I said the arrangement was such fire. I said they made this song sound like a Prince song. It sounded like a Prince song. I don't know if you've gone back and listened to this again. Think of the context of Prince's music. Didn't it sound like Prince song? I'm telling you. I was like, yo. I said this arrangement is crazy.
I'm not gonna make it through this episode, y'all. Pray for me.
And then I said, of course, come through, BGBs. I said, y'all are fire.
They were singing.
Now, I don't know, Stephanie, I could be wrong, and I know you may strike me down for this one. I felt towards the very, very end, because I didn't realize how hard this song is. I felt she ran out of a little steam at the end, at the very end of the song. I love that she also stuck to the original pretty close, but added a little Cara Tenae to it. Like, this is a song that's very difficult. It's a very specific song, right?
Yes.
Especially the like you don't go, because I've heard other people I've heard people crash and burn on this song because it's a difficult song to sing.
1000%.
And I loved, number one, like she does these, vocally it's called a glottal stop. Like the run literally, it's a very difficult run to do. The run literally stops.
It actually has a name?
It's glottal. It's a glottal. It's called a glottal stop.
I learned today, y'all.
And I'm doing a very bad imitation of it. But if you go back and listen to the song, like the air stops and like the larynx comes up and it like actually cuts the sound off.
Yeah.
But she comes right back in.
That's right.
And it's a scary technique that Keisha Cole kind of mastered, and a lot of people imitated after that. I thought it was. I said, Kara is giving me straight, like street royalty, like Queen, like Mary J. Blige, street royalty vibes. Like, don't ever get it twisted. Kara is very urban, and she even says, she's like, look, I'm from the hood. But it was just it was so high class.
Yeah.
And I know some people were like, well, can you say high class and hood? Hood has nothing to do with class, y'all. Nothing. Right. It is not oxymoronic.
Right.
Because you could be from the hood and the most classiest person in the world. So don't ever get that twisted. Okay. Right. I just thought it was just it was like, I was like, oh, come on.
She was right in that pocket.
They were giving me the Prince vibes. It was fire, y'all. I'm done.
Okay, the Prince thing sent me because I can hear that now.
I was like, I'm gonna say that for Stephanie. I said I'm not gonna tell her this because it's gonna send her because she's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. I think maybe it was the keys. Maybe it was that brother on the keys.
It's
Yeah.
It's that.
You heard it, Steph. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I heard Prince all through it.
Oh my gosh. So after the initial like, she's doing this song.
You knew, in knowing Cara Tenae, right? Stephanie, you already knew she was going to murder it.
I was just like, for 1 second, I was like, okay, this could go really great, or this could go really bad. And then I was like, oh, it's going to be fire.
But it's Cara.
Because I know who's singing this song.
Yeah.
I know who's singing this song. She's going to murder. And then I got happy all over again.
Her song choices this season have been second to none as far as I'm
concerned. Bananas.
Pure 90s, early 2000s. Like,
she has stayed in her lane, and it has served her well. Absolutely.
It's Stephanie's favorite genre by far.
My absolute favorite genre. Absolutely. I can yes and amen everything you said. She just sang it down. I was just looking at her like, sing, man, like, yes. Here is where context of a song comes into play. Because you really have to know the song to really appreciate it and to understand what Cara was doing, okay? So I'm losing it after the performance. I'm literally on the couch like,
sure.
Yeah. So I look over at my husband and he's like, do I need to get you water? Are you okay? Like, what's up? And I was like, again, we were passing the mic back during the commercial breaks. What did you think? And I was like, I can't even speak. I can't speak right now. So I asked him and he was like, I'm almost hesitant to say what I want to say. And I said, I know what you're going to say, but I was like, let me give you context to this song. Let me give you context. I said, you probably think that she was doing the most on the I found, right? That's you thought she was doing the most. And I said, I let him listen to the chorus. I let him listen to Keisha's original. And after he listened, I said, see, that's what's done on that's the melody line of this song, right? That's the song.
It's what it's what made her a superstar, right?
Absolutely.
It's her song, y'all.
Absolutely. So his critique would have been, I think she was doing a little bit too much ornamentation on the song. After listening to the original, it was like, oh, okay, this all makes sense. She executed perfectly. Basically, like, it makes sense. So that is why context matters to a song. If you don't know a song, it's kind of hard to understand it. And especially a song like this that is so specific and so ornamented, it might sound too much to somebody who is not familiar with the genre and who doesn't know the song. So she killed it.
her look, everything.
Everything.
It was class.
It was,
Class.
yes,
And
it
it's so
was.
funny with this song, especially on the I Found. It's like you can't help, like, because of how this song's written. Like anytime I ever see anyone sing this song, it's neck action.
You got, you got to get, it's like you got to get the note out and then bring it back. Get the
Right.
note out and then bring it back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a high level difficulty. This is a PhD level R&B song, and she nailed
you
it.
on our radar, sis. Like you
She
really
nailed it.
are.
Absolutely.
And you know what, Kara? I'm gonna tell you something. Stephanie told me early. She said, "Don't you sleep on that girl. Don't you sleep on Kara." Or I'm not gonna. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you girl, Kara. Don't sleep on this lady. Don't sleep on her. And I say, yo, okay, Steph, you right. You right. You right. She is bad.
She is.
Another one. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Yes.
Ready to go.
1000%.
All right, Stephanie. We could talk all day, but who's next?
All right. Next up was from Team Gwen. Again, it was Tanner Massey, and he sang "Thanks for the Memories" by Fall Out Boy.
Now, let me give y'all a little knowledge on this song. Stephanie, do you know who produced this song at the original? You'll never. You'll be like, what? Guess who produced this song? Babyface.
You are lying to me. You are lying. He produced.
Babyface produced this song. Yes, he did. He didn't write it, but he produced it.
Are you serious?
He produced this song. He produced 2 songs, I believe he produced with the Fall Out Boys, and this is one of them, which is, a huge song for them. This is Babyface production.
Okay.
I know. When I found out that this was Babyface's song, and I actually found this out from watching Babyface's Tiny Desk, because they do it on Tiny Desk. They do this.
And
I know you probably didn't get that far.
No, I did. I watched it through one good time.
No, I'm just kidding. But that's
not Babyface. Not Babyface. Right.
Not Babyface. The banter. But anyway, yes, Babyface produced this song.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. Mind blown. I'm going to say that for the podcast for Stephanie.
Yes.
I'm going to blow her mind with this.
That's shocking.
I said, this is what I love about Tanner. I said, that was a lovely soft start.
Oh.
I loved how he started this song.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said, Tanner's got real control. Like he's 19, and a 19-year-old male voice, it's usually, it takes us a few more years to really get into full mastery and control of our voices, because our voices, believe it or not, are still changing.
Yeah.
Especially male voices.
Yes.
I felt in this song, the levels were a little off as far as the sound. I felt when the band came in full out, Tanner got lost a little bit. And Tanner was really doing some things. I didn't hear it like I wanted to hear his vocal. He was the first one, because I know this can happen. Stephanie and I sing live every time we sing. And you all have no idea how important it is to have good sound engineers at the helm of sound, because it can make or break your performance, especially like when you have a full band. And I felt the band was a little hot.
Mm-hmm.
A little hot. But on the other hand, I said, but was the song bigger, a little bit larger than Tanner? Because with a song like Thanks for the Memories and Fall Out Boys, it's a rock. It's just pure rock. Like, you got to be able to holler, right?
Yes,
you have some holleration in your voice to be able to sing a song like this.
Yeah.
But I love. And Gwen kind of remarked to it, because apparently I read between the lines a little bit. Did you catch it, Steph? There was a struggle with Tanner this week.
Yes.
Like with songs, I don't think Tanner knew what to pick, or I don't know what was going on. But like what Gwen said, she was like, she was so proud of him. I love that Tanner kind of stuck to his guns and was like, I want to do my version of this song. Like, I love this song. I'm going to put some runs in it and do tanify it.
Come on.
Right. And I said, I see what you're doing here, sir. I see what you're doing here, because I had to go back and really listen close, especially when the band got big, because Tanner was singing his face off, y'all. He
Yeah.
really was. I said, I love this arrangement of this song. So bravo to you, Tanner, for you wanting to do this arrangement and having an idea as to how to where you wanted it to go.
Right.
I wanted a little bit more performance from Tanner. I think
Okay.
Tanner was so focused on getting a good vocal in
Right.
that I need you to be all over the stage with a song like this. This is such a
Uh-huh.
feel good kind of. It's Fall Out Boys, right? It's the Fall
Yeah.
Out Boys. They're jumpers. They're all
Yes.
around the stage. Pete Wentz and all them, like they're just those,
Yes.
that feel good,
Yes.
early 2000s band, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And I said I've always loved Tanner's runs. I said, and one thing that I loved and I saw on Tanner, for the love of music, I said I see that he truly does adore this song.
Oh
He
yeah.
looked like he was having such a good time up there singing it, like the joy of
Absolutely.
singing, right?
Absolutely.
I loved. I really did. I just wish I heard a little bit more him because I knew he was doing some things. Stephanie,
I completely agree. As wonderful as I thought that the band arrangement was, and it was sick. Like the
was
things that
crazy.
they were doing, it might have been, and I might change my mind as we go, but it might have been one of the best arranged songs of the night.
No. I agree with you 100%. I was like, yo, this is fire.
Like it just
Like how
felt
it started, like soft, right?
yes, it just felt like there were levels and there were shifts and there were changes that were really cool. There was a really cool part in the middle somewhere that sounded like a Spanish guitar at one point. And my husband sat up and he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I know, this is sick." It sounded like it was really cool.
Fire.
So, but like you said, I felt like they were hot too. Like I felt like they were turned up and Tanner's mic was just not meeting the level. And that's not on him. He can only project as much as that's not up to him what the mic is doing.
Tanner's a singer, right? He's not a yeller. He's not a holleration singer, right?
No, he's not a holleration singer. He does the runs. He's got this he's got an incredible instrument. It's just not a holleration instrument. Correct. But the things that like you said, I was like, Tanner, I hear you. Like I got to turn my ear a bit. I have to shift my hearing. But
I haven't gone back and listened. Have you gone back and listened to this?
Oh yeah, and it was yes.
Is it better in the good ears?
There's still levels issues, but I could hear better what he was doing, and I was just like, oh my god, he's really doing some cool things vocally. Absolutely. There was one part at the end though. There was like a breakdown of the band, and the BGVs were doing the chorus, but Tanner was too. And I kind of wish he had taken that moment since the band was out to do some more of his runs or whatever, rather than just singing the chorus along with the BGVs.
I agree. I know exactly the part. It was when he was walking towards the audience. I remember the exact time where I was thinking the exact same thing. I said, I know, Tanner, that's where you need to go off, bro.
Because he can. Because he can. He can. But overall, I thought it was a great performance. Again, budget came out because we saw all the smoke in the background and everything. Yeah.
All over the place. They got, we got budget. We took some of that writer money and, because y'all were paying the writers. We took some of that writer money and invested in the set.
Yeah, they went big budget on last night. Yes. Great job.
That's like Stephanie always says, and up-tempos are hard too.
Oh, yeah.
And I know, and now that I think about it, Tanner, I sound like I'm going to take the comment back that I wanted more performance because I know if you'd been jumping all over that stage, I don't know if breath-wise you'd be able to get through that song.
That's right.
Do what you did, because that's one of those songs. You're like,
yes.
Like, it's just, I love it. Mm-hmm. Okay, who's next?
All right, next up was from Team Legend. It's Lila Forde, and she sang Closer to Fine by Indigo Girls.
Okay, I just got to take a quick second because Stephanie's going to know one of the people that I'm talking about. This song is very, very special to me. Really long story short, two of my favorite singers in high school, Stephanie knows one of them because she has sung with one of them, sang this. Believe it or not, my school was very progressive in the mid 90s. They sang this song at our high school graduation.
Really?
So if you listen to the lyrics of this song, it makes sense because my school was actually being torn down. So I was the last graduating class of my original high school which they rebuilt. So this song has a very special meaning to me.
Okay.
So I was a little nervous when I saw that she was going to rearrange this song because I'm a purist when it comes to Closer to Fine. I said, first of all, I said, play sis. I said, the Tori Amos of it all. When she said, my mother would make me get up and I'd had to do that piano an hour every morning. I said, well, sis, it pays because she is a ridiculous, like, she's like Claudia B level of this season. Keys player. Like, I love it when they're just not playing chords. Not saying that because I can't do that. Like, I struggle. I can play chords a bit, but I love it when they're actually playing.
Right.
And singing. It's just next level.
That's right.
As far as the artistry.
Yes.
I said the thing that I love about Lila is that every song sounds like she wrote it. Every single one. I said the verse was masterful. What she did was masterful. And I wrote Tori Amos again. I said, this is another one in total control of her artistry.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what type of singer she is. Mm-hmm. She knows what type of singer she's going to be. Mm-hmm. And she knows what type of singer that she will never conform to be. Like, she will always be Lila Forde. I just think I said, she's one of those singers. She sounds insane live. It sounded like a freaking recording.
It did. I was very curious to hear her live, to see if what we were hearing.
Like, is production going to alter the voice? Right. A lot of them I was shocked to hear. Like, Nini was another one. Like, I was like, production didn't alter the voice.
Absolutely.
It was magnificent.
Absolutely.
I said, again, here's another singer in her own lane. Nobody else is like her this season. I really pray that America sees what she's doing, because I'm afraid, like, there is a sophistication. I'm not saying that America's not sophisticated. I'm just saying that I really want you all to appreciate the artistry that Lila brings to this show and the sophistication that she brings to the show. Stephanie.
That's exactly what I wrote down. I said, I hope people appreciate what she did, because there's so much sophistication. There's so much nuance. Like, what she does is so slight, but it's so compelling, right?
Yeah.
I said,
remember, her voice is nature, right?
Her voice is nature.
Somebody wrote autumn in one of our comments.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
It's nature.
Yeah, and I love the musical arrangement because that felt very organic as well. Like, it matched what she was doing on the keys and her voice as well. I wrote down that I want to hear her originals. I want to hear her original music because
did you see that look on her face when was it Nile or somebody said, you are my favorite.
Yes.
I cannot wait. Like, I just can't wait to hear original stuff. She was like,
yes.
Like, she's like, oh, baby, you don't know. I got a whole library.
Exactly. And I want to hear, and I want to hear it all because she is one of our best storytellers on this show. And if she is portraying and communicating covers like this, like the way that she does it, I want to hear how she delivers her own words and her own lyrics. It was fantastic. The biggest point that I had is what you said, James. I just really hope America appreciated what she did because it's so understated and it's so beautiful. If I were to pick a song for her for next week, which I'm praying she will be there for next week, this is just a selfish choice. It's an up-tempo, a little bit more up-tempo. I want to hear her do Paula Cole. I want to hear her sing Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? No, that's Jewel.
Oh, that's Jewel.
I want to hear Where Have All the Cowboys Gone?
Or didn't Paula say I don't want to wait?
She did, but I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the Cowboys. Yeah, okay, yeah. We talking fall, nature, woods, mountains. I want to hear woods and mountains. Okay, I want to hear Where Have All the Cowboys
Horse
Gone? Yes, yeah. I want to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, she's so good. She's so good.
Lord have mercy. Next up was from Team Reba. We had Ruby Leigh, and she sang You Lie. I love the title. Yes, it's so cut and dry. You Lie by Coach Reba.
Let me tell you something, Ruby. Miss Ruby Leigh. I'm glad you're 16 because you don't know the magnitude of it all. Like,
Listen.
you're on this show and you're singing your coach's song.
Come
I
on.
said, if you were older, it probably freaked you out.
Right.
To be
Absolutely.
like your coach singing their song.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I said, for me, I said, okay. And Ruby, I'm saying this as a compliment. I said, Ruby Leigh is human.
Mm-hmm.
Because up until now, I said, I don't understand this 16-year-old in the most beautiful way, freak of nature. And when I say freak of nature, Ruby, I mean like the most beautiful freak of nature I've ever witnessed. Like, I was like, I don't understand how she's singing like this at 16.
Right.
And I said, for the first time, I saw 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to see that because you know what, to me, Ruby Leigh, I think that connects you more with your audience.
Right.
That people see that you're not this perfection robot singer by any means.
Right.
I said, because the beginning was a little rough for me. Reba gave a note. Reba's been spot on with these notes. Like, she gave a note. She's like, I really want you to work on your breathing with your falsetto,
Mm-hmm.
with your head voice.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm not sure. It appeared to me, because Ruby Leigh has been, up until now, has been so spot on with her pitch. It appeared to me she was having ear problems because it sounded like she could not hear what was being played. I said, but then I felt like she settled in when she got to the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when Ruby Leigh opens up her voice. Like, her belt is one of the strongest belts I've ever heard on this show.
Absolutely.
And when her voice opens up, it is just, it's terrifying. It's scary.
Yeah.
I said, Ruby needs to, I said, okay, she is 16 because I need a little bit more development with her sustained head voice.
Okay.
Like, Ruby Leigh can yodel where she stays up there for like 2 seconds, but this song she had to kind of get a little more floaty with it. Right. And I felt like that's where the pitch suffered a little bit. And I was like, well, first of all, daggone, Reba McEntire, the range of it all. This song was so incredibly rangy. I said, but Ruby Leigh is a wunderkind, so she's a wonder kid, so she can do it. She's up to it. I said, this song is the level of difficulty of the song is bananas.
Absolutely.
I said, I just needed a little bit more breath support from her because I felt like all the notes were there. This is another one where I feel like give Ruby 3 years and this she'll like Reba said, I'm gonna hand this song over to you.
That's right.
It's the song. I said, Ruby Leigh still to me is one of the greatest storytellers of this season.
1000%.
Her voice will always tell the story. Stephanie.
Absolutely. I was not familiar with the song. This is one of the rangiest songs I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, hats off, Queen. This is why you the queen, Miss Reba. This is your song? OMG. Like, crazy. The level of difficulty is like double PhD. I was so shocked. And then it's like, wait, hold up. Ruby Leigh is singing this song on live TV. So when I heard it last night just on the TV, it was really compelling to watch. Again, storyteller, just incredible storyteller, right? But at the beginning, when, like you're saying, when she was floating into the falsettos, it was kind of like, I didn't know if every note was landing, right?
Right.
So when I listened with my good ears, it felt a lot better.
Okay.
It did feel a lot better. There was still a little bit of issues. So I wouldn't say that it was completely 100% clean, perfect. But also with the emotion of the song, I don't know if I want it to be perfect either. You know what I mean?
Hear you, Stephanie. I really do. That
there's
makes
a cry,
sense.
yeah, there's a cry and a desperation to this song. And like Reba was saying to her, like, you were conveying to the audience that somebody then lied to you. Like the love of your life has lied to you. So there's going to be some emotion to that. So I don't want to hear a pretty vocal. You know, I do want to hear some rawness and the such. But I give Ruby all of the credit in the world for delivering the song, for not only bringing a song that is her coach's song, but probably bringing one of the hardest songs in Reba's book. You know what I mean? Like in her catalog. So well done, Ruby Leigh.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. Well done indeed. Okay, who is next?
Oh my word. Oh my word. Next up was from Team Nile. We had Huntley. Huntley sang
The wonder years of it all.
The wonder years of it all. Absolutely.
All.
With a little help from my friends, Joe Cocker.
Are you serious,
Huntley?
Huntley?
Are you serious?
Like, seriously? First of all, it's the perfect song for you. Perfect. I said, I know what he's about to do to this song, but I wasn't. I was ready, but then
I was not.
Then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I said, Huntley's coming to win this. Like, he
yes,
really,
he
really, like, take no prisoners.
That's right.
Like, not even apologetically win it. He's coming to steal this competition.
Yes.
Y'all, I said, Huntley, sir, I said, the hollering, I said, well, you sound like a Kojic preacher. And when I mean Kojic, I mean Church of God in Christ. I said, you sound like a straight Kojic. I said, you sound like a Kojic preacher catching the Holy Ghost.
Come on.
I said, the Holy Ghost of it all in that throat. I said, come through BGVs on this song. Okay, the BGVs were just singing. They were like, okay, well, we're gonna get nothing but holleration from Huntley. I was telling Stephanie last night, I said, Huntley's voice is terrifying. Mm-hmm. It is one of the most terrifying voices I've ever heard. I like, if Huntley's voice was a horror movie, I wouldn't be able to get through it because it's that scary of an instrument. I said, Huntley is a star. I said, if you really listen to this man singing, I said, he has got in his throat, he has got 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s rock singer in his voice. He has every genre of rock music from the 60s through the 90s and early 2000s in his throat. Mm-hmm. It's like he has 5 sets of vocal cords.
That's right.
And I said, it's just crazy. I said, every freaking decade of rocker is in his voice. And I put emoji fire. I said, fire, fire, fire. I said, you just have a presence about you.
Yes.
I said, and I know that Huntley, let me tell y'all how I know that Huntley was singing it down. Y'all, he was sweating like a Kojic preacher by the end. Y'all, he was sweating by the end of that performance. Mm-hmm. I said, he leaves it all on the stage, including his larynx.
That's right. That's right. Done.
Voice box. Stephanie.
This was probably the coolest and most impactful staging that I had seen.
That was cool. It was hot.
It was so perfect because the song is With a Little Help from My Friends. And it was so cool to see not only the BGVs, but a couple of the guys playing guitar on the stage with him on these circles surrounding him. What also was really impactful and noticeable to me was that the BGVs, and this is the nature of the song, the BGVs were doing a lot of singing. And a lot of singing on their own where Huntley was not singing, right? So they took up a lot of space in the song. The incredible thing is that it only made Huntley shine more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did not take away from him at all. It only made him shine more. Because when he opened up his mouth, there was complete holleration. He has, just as you described, James, such a unique and distinct voice, but he's not just out here making sounds, right? The singing and the technique of it all is so impressive. The control that he has over his instrument is so incredible, to the point that he could let out that kojic roar and then bring it back down to sing the song out. He's a star. Like you said, he is just a star. It was insane.
It was like a tribal scream.
It was insane.
I was like,
I was lit, like my mouth was open at the TV, just like, what am I watching? It was so cool. And just one more note on the BGVs. They were so happy. Like they were just so enjoying themselves last night, singing with all the artists, right? But especially in that setup with Huntley, it just felt so particularly special. I think for me, that's because I think sometimes we forget that without the musicians, the vocalists are lost. Without the vocalists, the musicians, this is a team effort. And I think that's what touched me the most about this, is that they did not just put BGVs on that platform, that they put some of the instrumentalists on the platforms too, to show that it was a collaboration and it was a full team effort. Whoever made that choice, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, it was so good.
Oh my gosh. So ridiculous singing.
Absolutely.
Woo, Huntley's gonna steal it, y'all. He's stealing it.
Snatch.
All right, who's next? Oh, I know who's next. Oh, Stephanie.
Next up.
Stephanie, y'all just knew. Y'all just voiced NBC. Y'all just knew how you wanted to get Stephanie so happy. Y'all got her so happy last night.
Next up, some Team Legend. It was AqədAN. Now, they already kind of foreshadowed and said that AqədAN's going to be singing a Lauryn Hill song that y'all don't hear too much. So I'm like, and I did what I did with Mac's performance last week of Untitled. I was like, it can't be this song. It's not going to be this song, because this song is going to literally send me. She sang X Factor by Lauryn Hill, and it literally sent me. It sent me to another corner of my house in a ball where my husband was seeing if he had to dial 911 and make sure that I was okay. Oh,
well, first of all, thank you, L Boogie, for letting, because they made a point multiple times that we don't get Lauryn Hill's catalog. Like, no one gets Lauryn Hill's catalog. So I believe, because a lot of people don't know this, that John Legend, at 19 years young, played on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. He played the piano part on Everything is Everything. A lot of people don't know this. 19 he was, crazy, in college. Like, Lauryn pulled him out of school to play that.
Yeah.
So I think John made a phone call.
Okay.
I like to think John made a phone call. So L Bug, please.
Can we get this song?
So thank you, Lauryn, for letting the catalog or the song be used. Okay, you know what? I'm stuck on this one, Stephanie. I did go back and listen to this one in my good years. I said I love AqədAN. I just was not sure of the arrangement. I am a purist, just like the Indigo Girls. I am a purist, Lauryn Hill fanatic, where I think that there is enough that you can do, because Lauryn Hill literally wrote a perfect album. It's one of the greatest albums of all time. Miseducation still hits 25 years later.
Yes.
And I think that I saw where Chance was going. I saw what he wanted to do. Because Chance, I believe it was Chance. Stephanie, was it Chance that said to change it? Or was it John?
I don't remember.
I think it was Chance.
I was still gone, James. I don't know what anybody said.
I know you were.
I was still gone.
I said...
I was coming to.
I said, but This was not. I actually, for the first time, I can't believe I'm saying this. I have a critique, and I did go back and listen to it again. I still heard it, Stephanie. I don't know if you heard it, but I have a critique for the band. I did not feel like the drummer really ever got the groove of what they were going for. So if I don't have that groove, even though it was a different take on X Factor, if I don't have the groove, I can never really get into it. And that was really unfortunate because I thought Aଦ୍AN sang, especially going back and listening to it again, because I was so off put by what the band was doing. Because again, like I said, it's nothing to do with Aଦ୍AN. I'm a purist when it comes to this song. I said, well, first of all, and then I said, that background, those backgrounds, like, I just was like, yo, like you could tell they got happy. They're like, oh, okay, because Lauryn Hill BGVs are everything, y'all. Like, to sing Lauryn Hill backgrounds, it's ridiculous. And one of my favorite parts of it, though, is the acapella at the end. All the music went out, and it was just them in the background. Like, I just was like, yo, okay, that's what I want to hear.
Yes.
That's why. And Aଦ୍AN, nobody performs like Aଦ୍AN. She is magnetic. I think it's what Niall said. Like, she just brings you in. And I saw what Stephanie saw last week. I saw the Shantae Moore. Like, she's captivating.
Yes, she is.
Captivating. But I struggled with this arrangement because I never felt like there was a groove to it. And Stephanie, I just wanted a groove to it. And I never felt this arrangement had the groove that I personally wanted. But I cannot wait to hear your take on this.
Once I came to and realized that she was actually singing the song, all I could think about is I want to hear her sing this song. Yeah. So nothing else mattered to me. Right?
I hear you.
I wanted to hear her sing this song because this song is very difficult. It's not an easy song to sing, and you have to be compelling and captivating and deliver vocally because this is a whole story. And anybody that knows and loves this song, if you're singing it in your house, if you're singing it in the car, if you're singing it at karaoke, you as the singer are ready to tell a story. Like, we are acting out this song, right? No matter how I think you are. Like, right? So I'm looking to see if she's delivering the lyrics the way I want them delivered. And also if she's vocally delivering. She more than did that. She was giving me everything vocally that I wanted her to give in this song. And it's so quick. Like, it's a where do you breathe? How do you perform? Like,
like the care for me. Why don't you care for me, there for me, there for me? Like, where do you breathe there?
Where do you breathe, right?
To make it effective, to make it come off the way Lauren did, right?
Absolutely. And I think that Aଦ୍AN did an incredible job with that. I really think that she executed so amazingly. And I loved it when I saw the BGVs walking up to the front, because we're getting to the end of the song. I'm like, are they going to do the care for me, care for me? I was like, yes. Yeah, and then when the band went out, I was like, yes, because that's what you want to hear. That's what I want to hear as a knower and lover of the song. When I went back, because after your feedback last night, I went back to listen to it.
What was
and
it, Stephanie?
I agree with you. There was no set groove. So when the drummer was in, he was trying to do what is done on the original, what the drummer is doing or what the percussionist is doing. And I just don't feel like it was in a pocket, right? And then there were times where there was no percussion. Everything was just pulled back and it was just kind of like, where Aଦ୍AN was singing. But I feel like in the original, there's still something, whether it's the bass or something, keeping a groove underneath so you're never out of the pocket. No matter what the arrangement is doing, you never find yourself out of the pocket because the bass is going doom, 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 like doing things like that to just keep you in that pocket. And I agree. It was just it never felt in a pocket, right? But
I think also, Stephanie, if I think about this song, especially the verses of this song, there was a dissonance between what the band is doing and what Lauren is singing, and it works. Like, she's kind of singing on a different rhythm,
right?
than what
Right.
the band,
right?
Like, it could all be so simple,
Right.
Like, and the band's going, dun, dun. Like, it's there's a dissonance, and that maybe that's what I was looking for. Maybe it was too, like, timed, right?
Maybe
I was looking for the clash. I was looking for the pull of the vocal and the band.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'll go back and listen again, because I'm fascinated to see what I felt was missing. But I think you're spot on with that.
Yeah. It was an incredible vocal.
Yeah.
It was an incredible vocal.
Like, brava is on. Like,
brava.
People don't touch, like, Lauren's hollow ground. People don't touch Lauren. Like,
that's right. That's right. I think she can listen to your vocal and be very proud of the job that she did on that song. Absolutely.
Okay, so who's next?
Next up, we have Miss Jordan Rayner from Team Reba, and she sang "Stranger in My House" by Ronnie Millsap.
Okay, not to Mia's version, huh?
Not to me. No. That's what. You're right there with me, James. You're right there with me. That's what I was thinking. Not that one.
I said, Jordan, again, true performer, all around performer. I said, she sounds so good. I love her belt. I said, Jordan, watch the end of your phrases. This was the first time I heard a little pitch. I heard some pitch issues. I said, you better work that stage, sis. I said, and y'all, don't ever sleep on Jordan's guitar playing. Did y'all hear what Jordan was doing on that guitar? She was shredding, y'all. Shredding. She was shredding. I said, I love seeing female shredders. Like, I love it, love it, love it, love it. You don't see it too often. I just love it. I said, I feel like the pitch got a little away from her towards the end of the song. I said, but she's got such star quality and comedic timing. Jordan is going to sell out every show she ever does, because people are just going to go there and be entertained by her stories. I feel like she's going to sit there in between songs. Some singers will tell a whole story. Yeah. My man left me, my dog left me, my my back hurts, and I just feel like she's that type of person. That she's gonna have us in stitches, and then give you a crazy vocal in between. Stephanie,
I still don't understand how she is such an impactful communicator with those sunglasses on.
It's crazy.
Because it doesn't deter me. And stuff like that deters me all the time from being able to focus on somebody. It ends up being a distraction for me, but it is not with her. And I don't understand why. I don't know if it's the star quality. I don't know if it's the fact that I think it is the fact that her voice communicates everything, and her presence on the stage communicates everything. So it is so interesting. I've never come across another artist like that. I feel like her upper range is just magical. Like, when she gets into the upper register of her voice, it is just magical, and there's almost like a pop sound to it. It's so interesting. Yeah, it's so cool. She's just a star. The guitar break took me out, because I said she took 15 seconds out of this performance to say, I can shred too. I love you. I love that you used that word, because that's the exact word that I wrote down. It made it an even more complete performance in a way. Like, she wasn't just plucking chords. She wasn't just strumming. Like, she was like, if I'm going to have this guitar, I'm going to play this thing. And I love that she did that. I did hear a couple pitch issues here and there. Again, friends, we're Live, right? I just give her all the credit in the world for not only giving an incredible vocal, but also giving an incredible guitar break. And I believe Carson said, you had the nerve to even, be with one of the greatest guitarists that there is in the voice band, and you were going toe to toe with him. That was so incredibly awesome. Shout out to Pyro, because the stranger that was in her house got burnt up. She burnt the house.
There was. Sparks. And you know what? What I love about Jordan, And Jordan, I say this in the most beautiful way. You are a walking contradiction. And the reason why I call you a walking contradiction is because you just, like, looking at you, you just give this vibe of mysterious, right?
Right.
But the second you open your mouth, both singing and talking, you are so warm, so welcoming.
She's an open
That's
book.
why you're like, well, who is she? Like, and I love that about you. I love that you're throwing them off.
Yes.
Because your look and your vibe that you give off when you walk on stage, it's a mystery. But then you open your mouth to sing, and then you open your mouth to talk, and you are just the sweetest, warmest person in the world. And I love it. I love that when you're a walking contradiction in the best way.
That's right.
All right. 2 is, oh my Lord.
You couldn't even.
Oh my. Y'all, I am still trying to like pull myself out of my couch. Like, I got blown back into my couch, and it took me about a good 5-10 minutes to like get up because I'm still stuck from this next vocalist offering.
Yes.
Stephanie?
Yes. Next was from Team Nile. We had Mara Justine, and she sang Lose Control by Teddy Swims.
How dare you, Mara? How dare you? Okay, number 1. Stephanie and I said this at the beginning with Jackie.
Now
it's
songs.
Very, very risky to sing a now song. This Teddy Swims song is all the rage right now, you all.
That's right.
It's all the rage. And see, Stephanie and I saw Teddy Swims from way back. This is another one of the Terrell people. Shout out to Terrell.
Come on, Terrell.
Terrell has brought, let me tell you, what he has done to the undiscovered, unsigned artist is nothing but nothing but a revelation.
Yes.
I love it. I said, all right, I'm gonna say this as PG as possible. I said, Sam, shh. I said, you better sing, girl. I said, let me tell you. I called Stephanie after this one. And Stephanie, I said, Sam, bitch, same girl. And I said, and that was just the rehearsal. I said, this little petite girl is about to mow us over. Like, we about to get chopped. Like samurai sword, chopped. Like, whoa. She's about to machete. She is in the jungle with the machete.
That's right.
Chopping the foliage. Like, just swinging. Swinging with her sword.
That's right.
I said, listen, you all. Those of you who are aspiring singers, especially female singers, listen to how she approaches her bottom.
Yes.
Listen, I told this to Stephanie last night. Stephanie said, James, I heard it. I'm all over this.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie is a mezzo soprano. She's an alto, as they say in the choir. The holy moly, as we like to say.
Yes.
I said, listen to how she handles her lows.
Mm-hmm.
I said, the rhythmic talk singing that she was doing that others have in previous season done with like a Lizzo song.
Right.
I said, it's just incredible.
Absolutely.
I said, y'all, look at the drama that she brings to this.
Yes.
She can't be 5 foot. I don't think she's even 5 foot. Y'all, I thought I was looking at like a giant.
That's right.
Like, she looked 10 feet tall.
That's right.
When she was up there singing.
Mm-hmm. I
said, and also, this is like kind of an X factor. I said, the camera loves her.
Oh, yes.
Did you see? Like, she just was like, I couldn't take my eyes off of her.
Nope.
I couldn't take my eyes off of her, and my ears could not take. I just was transfixed.
That's right.
I said, you better drop to your knees. Did you see that? I was like,
I sure did.
I said, here's another one. I said, y'all, I put this in 3 exclamation points. I said, with this performance, I said, she can win it all.
She can win it all.
I said, people need to take notice.
She can win it all.
Because she's another one like Huntley. I said,
yeah.
It's just too good. I said, it's just too good. I said, that was an experience.
Yes, it was.
This is Teddy Swims she's singing.
I know.
Teddy's one of the most incredible now singers that are out in the game.
Yes.
Teddy's like bringing that blues, R&B, soul singing back. Thank
That's right.
the Lord. Which
Yes.
it should have never gone anywhere.
Absolutely.
And this is the one I got for you, Stephanie. and please, Jackie, no offense. What I'm about to say, no offense, because I know you're a married woman. I said it's as if Jacquie Roar and Huntley had a love child. Justine. I said it's as if Jacquie Roar and Huntley had a love child, and that was their offspring, vocally. I knew that would take you out. I knew that would take you out. I said, let me say this. I said, I don't know why that popped in my head. I said, I hear the best of Jacquie Roar. I hear the best of Huntley, who are two of the strongest singers this season. And you combine them, or you got Justine. And
I'm speechless. Because it's absolutely
it's like they
perfect.
had a love child.
It's absolutely perfect.
This is where I thought Carson got out of it. He's like, y'all, there's something going on around here.
There's something in the water. There's something going on today.
And she's from Jersey. She's a Jersey girl. Shout out to the Jersey girls. Something in the water. Something in that dirty water.
Something in that water. In that water.
Water.
In that water.
In that water.
Absolutely.
All right, Stephanie.
I don't know what else to add. Other than we are not in the battles anymore. We are not in the knockouts anymore. But Mara had a knife in her back pocket. She was ready. There was so much. Yeah,
she had a sword.
She had a sword. There was so much passion in that performance. She never, pun intended, she never lost control.
Mm-mm.
Like, for as much of movement and performance as she was giving, she never lost control. It was stunning. I don't know a better communicator of lows than her. Like, it's stunning. It's so impactful. Just the come on choice and the execution of it all is stunning. That's all I can say about Mara. She's stunning in every way. She's stunning.
She gets the attack of the song award.
Absolutely.
I don't think anyone attacked the song better than she did. I think she out-attacked Huntley. And that's saying a ton. That's why I said if you take Jacquie Roar, you take Huntley, and you create a voice, and that's Mara's voice. Absolutely. She attacked this song. Like, this song didn't have a chance.
No, it didn't have a chance.
This is Teddy Swims. Y'all go back and listen to the original of this song, and you can see what Justine did to this song. She attacked it. It didn't have a chance. It was DOA. Dead on arrival.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Stephanie.
Me too. Okay. From Team Legend, we have Mac Royals. What we heard first was he's singing a Bonnie Raitt song. Now, I went into denial again. I hope
it's something to talk about, because I'm not going to be. I called Stephanie. I cussed a lot when I called her.
Yes, he did.
I said the mother of cuss words. And I just saw the title of the song. I hadn't even heard anything yet. I said, he's not freaking singing this song tonight. I said, I can't take it. I said, he cannot freaking, you all know. I said, he cannot freaking sing this song tonight. I said, no, he's not allowed. Can't do it.
And he did.
Can't sing it.
He did.
Stephanie said, just listen.
He did. Because like I said, I was like, I know Bonnie Raitt. Wait a minute. And I'm in denial because I knew what song it was, but I was in denial because, as James said, you're not going to sing this song on tonight. Yes, he did. He sang, I Can't Make You Love Me. And James, the same. Like, I started welling up before I even heard the man say anything because I knew what was coming.
Y'all, I got to get personal for a minute. You don't often see. Okay, number one, there's something about this song when a man sings it.
Spot on.
There's something about this song when a man sings it.
Yes.
The level, and I was talking to a friend earlier today, the level of vulnerability.
Yes.
And heartbreak that you have to bring to this song, and passion, but it's like passionate heartbreak to this song. Few dudes can do, because you basically gotta let the song take over you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting emotional because Mac does it. Like, it last night broke my heart to hear this young man sing this song the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have notes. I said, Mac, I have no words.
Mm-hmm.
It really took me there. It took me there. Like, this is a song to me, Stephanie and I were kind of alluding to it, that's so powerful that you just hear that it's going to be done and you start to well up. Because, if you have any semblance of a heart, and you've had your heart broken or you've dealt with heartache, and it has nothing to have to do with like love or unrequited love. It could be that, but it could be
Yeah.
just. My
Anything.
friend earlier today told me that when she was in undergrad, when this song came out, and there was a girl downstairs who lost her roommate to a car accident and had this song on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
So this song could take any, like, if you're going through
Yeah.
and you want to stay in that, you want to stay in that,
You want
I
to
don't want
stay
to say
there.
dark place, but you want to stay in the grief of it a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a song you got to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But to hear a dude sing this, to hear, number one, a black man sing this song, where we live in a society, unfortunately, where a lot of men, especially black men, aren't thought of as having this type of vulnerability. And for
Mm-hmm.
Mac to share that with the world was was too much. It was too much. It was Mac. That wasn't singing. That was just leaving it all. That was just leaving it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, I mean, I could talk about the technical things, but I don't have notes for this
Mm-hmm.
because, like John said, Mac he can't be explained because there's no reason why Mac is not on the same level as, say, an Usher.
Right.
Like, there's no reason
Right.
why he is not one of the biggest stars, like, on the planet.
That's right.
Like he should have that name recognition of Usher,
Yeah. Yeah.
of Lauren,
Right.
of some of the biggest star, Reba.
Right.
He should have Christina,
Right.
Mariah. Like, he should have that type of. It's that. It's like watching Whitney do the Star Spangled Banner.
That's right.
Stephanie.
You said the key word, and that's just the vulnerability of this song.
Yeah.
And his use of vocal dynamics in this song relayed the intention and the feel and the vulnerability of this song. This song is a conversation. It's a heartbreaking conversation. And at the tops of his phrases, there was air behind it. It was power. And then by the end, it deflated. And the deflation is not a negative thing. It's almost the way he wanted to communicate the song, like an ache, like a just being almost
I can't make you love me.
like I can't like.
I'm just like, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, there's like a result.
I'm doing the best dramatic interpretation,
Yes.
of his singing. Like,
yes, there's
it's a desperation.
There's a desperation, and then there's almost a release and a let go. Like, I can't make you love me.
I've done all I can do.
I've done all I can do. I don't know what else to say. Like you said, I wrote down some notes, but I had nothing written down last night because I was just like enjoying the beauty of the performance. And what I loved about the staging is that it was very slight. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There didn't need to be. It was Mac, few images in the background, some lighting, and that was all. And that was, I'm sure, intentional. And this song is so vulnerable that I don't need to see a whole lot of stuff going on. Like, you are laid bare in this song, and that's almost what the staging was. And I appreciated that so much because I wasn't distracted. I got to just enjoy Mac's performance.
Someone
James?
wrote in the comments, I loved it. I said it's the perfect description of what Mac is. Someone said Mac is just a flat-footed singer.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you see that comment? I said that was the best description.
Yes.
I said, like, you got to name the greats of people who literally don't need anything, and they just stand there and deliver. And you're wrecked every time.
What did Carson Daly call him?
An assassin.
An assassin.
Like, Carson doesn't talk like that, y'all. And did you see, like, as he was leaving, he said, get off that stage.
He was like, psh. He was like, psh, man, get up off this stage. Like, Carson had no words. Carson had no words.
I choked out.
If you ever, yes, he did. If you ever want a true gauge, and if you've been watching this show long enough, you want a true gauge of how the show is going, you listen to what Carson Daly has to say. And if you can interpret him enough, if you've listened and seen him enough to know, he was losing his mind last night.
Because, like, from 1994 on, Carson knows everyone.
Everyone.
Like,
every song.
Genre.
Every genre.
No matter how famous, no matter how many one-hit wonders, like, Carson knows everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's seen everyone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he called that boy an assassin.
He said, "You're an assassin."
He said, "Get it." He said, "Psh."
Psh. All right.
Royals.
Insane.
You are just a breath of fresh air.
Absolutely.
Ooh, got me fogging up my glasses too, bruh. You really do. I don't know how you didn't weep.
Me?
Mac.
Mac. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how we got through the song.
I don't know either. Absolutely.
I was like, Mac, you probably breaking your own heart, dude.
Right.
That was crazy.
It was.
Woo! Okay. All right. Let's bring us on home. And boy. Did we get brought home?
Yes, we did.
Oh, I got brought to church.
Yes. Amen and hallelujah. Last from team.
Yes, I got brought home.
Yes, glory. Hallelujah. Last from Team Gwen, we had Bias. Bias closed the show with God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash. Lord have mercy. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with this production of this show. They knew what they were doing. I mean,
fire and brimstone.
Listen, absolutely. Preach on, preacher.
Let me tell you, I said, when God needs the devil to flee and Bias goes to heaven, he's going to call on Bias. Because Bias has one of those make the devil flee voices, y'all. I said, preach, preacher. That's why I put the hand emoji, like, going like this, like, hallelujah. I said, I knew Bias meant business with the rhinestone cowboy get up.
Listen.
I said, Bias in his rhinestone cowboy outfit, y'all. He about to
slay. He about to slay.
He's about to murder. I said, like a rhinestone cowboy. I said, come on, Bias.
You better come on.
He's just so that dude, y'all.
He is that dude.
That dude.
Yes.
I love him.
Love it.
Gwen was like, yo, he's straight up the realest, like one of the realest people I've ever met. Like, he's just so that dude. I said, tell the story, bro. I told Stephanie last night, I said, oh, Bias, I want to sing on your worship team.
What week you sing on, Bias? You week 3? You week 3?
Or do you sing every week, Bias? Bruh, because Stephanie and I, we taking a road trip and we coming to your church.
Can we sit in?
Because if you singing secular music like this, bruh, I called you the white Fantasia, dude. Like, seriously. I said, because I said, your voice is just, it's just dipped in bacon grease, Crisco, lard. I said, dude, just church mother's chicken grease. Okay, that's what your voice is I said, because the anointing, the anointing
Kool-Aid and
on
that
your
red
voice.
Kool-Aid. Yes.
Church mother's basement chicken grease.
Yeah.
I said, that's what your voice is like when you come into for the repast and you're like, and you get happy because you ain't sad anymore because the person done been put in the ground or in the mausoleum, and you come back to that church, and then the second you walk through the church doors and that fried chicken hits your nostrils.
Yes.
I said, that's the type of singing you do, young man.
That's right.
I said, yo, Bias. I said, tell the story, bro. I said, take control, bro. I said, send that devil back to hell. Send them back. God's going to call on you. I'm sorry. I ain't going to preach today.
Oh, hallelujah.
Bias. That was insanity. That was like the heavens opened up, dude. The heavens opened up. It's like, dude, I felt like God took a break and said, wait, hold on. My boy's singing. Hold on. That's it. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's one of my warriors right there, yeah. That's it. That's it. Peace, man. Hold on. World peace. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I created him in my image. Come on. Woo!
You're so spot on. You were so spot on.
That's all I can do to describe it. Like it was a church experience.
It was.
It really, really was. It was a church experience. If you ain't never been to church, y'all, that's what going to church.
Ooh, that's good church.
That's good church.
That's good church.
And I'm happy, right? Man was happy. Everybody was happy.
Yes.
This was scary. Stephanie.
Oh my goodness. What can I add? Just like you said, the anointing is so thick. It is thick. The one thing that I will say is that the trust that he had on his mic was phenomenal. He trusted his mic last night.
Yeah, he did.
Because those lows, those Johnny Cash lows that we want to hear, he was given, but you could tell that he was trusting his mic because he wasn't pressing. It wasn't pressed, right?
Yeah, it wasn't pushed.
It wasn't pushed. It sounded so good. It sounded so clean and so clear. It was the ultimate show closer. When he was kicking his leg, I said, "You better perform. Like you better send us." He has this swag. Like he just is. He's everything. Just like
it's no way but $1.25.
Listen, soaking wet. But there is so much power. There is so much power in his vocal. There's so much joy. He's everything. Just like Gwen said, he just seems like the most real, humble, down dude. And I was so happy for him because this performance was everything.
The industry needs bias.
Yes.
Like it needs bias.
Yes.
Because when you got a titan like Gwen Stefani saying, I ain't never met anyone more real.
Right.
And I just feel like once bias does make it, I feel like he's going to be true and he's going to stay true.
Yes.
You either like him or hate him because people like that, some people don't care for, some people love.
That's right.
Bias will always be bias.
That's right.
And as Chance said, I'm biased for bias.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was fire in my bones.
Yes.
Fire in my bones. That was crazy bias. That was crazy. And you know, like, everything that we're talking about, young man, you know what we're talking about.
That's right.
That was awesome. Wow, Stephanie, what a night. Probably, I would say, no hyperbole, the best first live night I think I've ever experienced on this show.
I completely agree.
Like, it was from start to finish. I was like, yo, like, and I know Stephanie told me you all last night. She's like, I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted. I'm still exhausted. I try not to drink on the podcast, and I'm drinking coffee for those of you that are listening. I try not to do that. I couldn't help it. I was so exhausted in the best way. It was like I watched 4 football games in a row, and I was cheering the entire time. Y'all delivered.
It's like she watched the Eagles and the Ravens back to back, y'all.
Yes. And they both won, and it was a close game.
They both stomped.
They both stomped. Yeah, true.
All right, you all.
Fantastic.
So I know we've been on a while, but it was a very long night, and but it was an incredible, awesome night. Stephanie, tell the Pitchies what they need to hear.
So don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pitchy Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you can be the first to know when we drop a new episode. And also check us out on YouTube. Search for the Pitchy Podcast and hit that subscribe button so you know when we drop a new video. Last, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at The Pitchy Podcast for new episode alerts, episode clips, and so much more. James, tonight is the results.
And they're going to fight for their lives.
And they're going to fight for their lives.
They're going to fight for their life, what they're going to do tonight.
Oh my gosh. So we have 4 performers that are going to be, or 4 artists that are going to be singing tonight for their lives, and they're going to sing.
We're going to have 4 Kikes, right?
Yeah. Oh.
4 Kikes.
Oh.
Like, from here on out, it's going to be like Kike for every stage.
Yes. I need a nap. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but I need a nap before tonight. Because...
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Thanks again, everyone, for subscribing and watching.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Leave a comment.
Yes.
We love your comments. We love your feedback.
Yes.
We love seeing your opinions. So please continue to do that as well.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.